Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play The Walking Dead, and this is probably going to be the final episode of this Let's Play. At least I can't imagine that there's a lot of stuff happening in this game anymore before it's finally going to end. So I hope that I can make a decent sized video here, and I hope it's not going to end in like 10 minutes. I mean, there's still decisions at the end that we can look at, and I want to talk a little bit about them. And I also want to talk about the game in general, but this may happen in a separate verdict video, because I kind of have to think a little bit about it before I make that kind of video. So I will probably do this later. So yeah, let's just resume the game and let's see what's going to happen. Okay, we're fishing. Looks like we're fishing. Yeah, I remember how to do this. Oh, this is a
Gotcha.
slow one. Easy catch. Looks like a meal. Rosie thinks so too. I wish dogs could talk. She's making fun of me. She's a good girl. I like having a dog. This is different. Why is this different? Interesting. Yes, I wish dogs could talk.
I wish you knew how to talk. Fishing's kind of lonely.
Okay, let's get another fish. Maybe one for Rosie too. And dogs have to eat too. And oh, there's so many of them all of a sudden, but some of them are very fast. Here we go.
There we go. All right, girl. I'm gonna go put the spear away. Stay here and keep watch.
And don't eat the fish. Oh, Violet and Minnie. Put the spear away. Okay. Examine tub.
Looks like a bad place to sleep.
Yes, it looks. This is not supposed to be a place to sleep. It's supposed to be a place to bath. I can examine this over here as well, apparently. Oh, a skull.
Huh.
It's a human skull. Really? Skull fragment, everyone dies. How depressing.
It's getting kind of cold. I'll bring some sticks and stuff next time.
Is this like your new home? What about the room back at Erickson?
Nothing good.
Potting soil. Yeah, this is still here.
I should tell Willie this is here in case we need more bombs.
Right. Apparently this is not just soil, it's actually like fertilizer. So you can make bombs out of it.
That's a pretty good. Better than the ground.
Okay, apparently there's a proper bed in here. This place is cursed. That is very comforting.
This place is cursed. Oh, that's scary. And mean. I think this place is good.
It's cursed. That's what the sheet says. It's cursed.
V plus M. Violet plus Minnie. She used to be their friend. How can someone just make that go away?
I don't know. We don't really know what happened back there. Scratch out hard. Oh, I can remove it. I don't know. It is what it is. They used to be friends. Can't just pretend that they weren't, right? And I guess the spear goes back to this place. Yes. Alright, there we go. I put the spear away. Anything else in here that I should have a look at? I think I've been pretty thorough. Alright, let's leave again. This place... Yeah, it's probably going to be the same again, right? Stay away from this. Listen before it's too late. I wonder who lived here. I mean, apparently someone died here, so maybe there's a point to all these warnings. Oh, oh. The head. Oh, no, no, no. I missed it. I missed it. Can I grab it now? No, I missed it again.
No, no!
Yeah, you should... Oh!
Yes!
Great, Rosie.
Good girl!
Good dog. It's wet and smells bad. Probably like most of the clothing we are wearing here. Oh, we should be careful. Oh, it's 10. Right, we didn't shoot him in the head, just the neck, and it didn't kill him. Always aim for the head. His trauma mixed him up. I don't want the others to see him.
Always
I don't know,
aim for the head.
Let's put him out of his misery here. Wasn't really able to read all of it, but I had to make a decision here.
Sorry, Tin. I know. Me too. Let's go home? Let's go home.
Let's go home. So where's your home? Are you still living in Erickson? I mean, I'm going to assume he is, and not in that weird little place here. Why else would he have Rosie with him?
Atop the crags and cliffs, the air is thin. So we'll find a mountain path on down the hill. Meet me where the snow melt flows. It is there, my dear, where we'll begin again.
What a coincidence.
Skip and stones, braiding hair. Last year's antlers mark the trail.
Okay, I see Ruby over here.
Take us back, oh, take us back. Take us back, oh, take us back, oh, take us back.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do anything here or just walk. I mean, I see Oma over here. Don't fuck with us. Oh, is this Abel?
Lives out by the river's mouth.
You just put him here?
He knows the fiddle's
I guess it's supposed to be a
cry
warning.
is old sound.
Alright.
The creaks and moans of empty
Yeah, I mean, I guess
houses.
if you're just a bunch of teenagers, you have to make yourself look more dangerous than you are, I presume. Look at that Willy on the tree.
Wind-blown buildings,
It's kind of funny.
muddy ground. The strength of water can sink
I guess that's Violet.
a man. Take us back, oh, take us back, oh, take us. Take us back. Take us back, oh, take us back, oh, take us. Take us back.
It's still called Erickson though, not Texas 2. Okay. Is this the ending? I mean, this felt a lot like the ending. It's not, apparently. Okay.
Turned to blue, and the waves are lapping where the children grew. All that we have known.
No, apparently it's not the ending. I mean, that really felt like it would have been like the final scene of the game. I think the game is trying to screw with me.
What you doing there, goofball?
Oh! Look at that. Well, the game is trying to screw with me.
Whoa. Easy there.
Ah.
You're out of bed. You're walking. And you have wood arm legs.
Crutches.
Crutches. I found your hat. It was in the creek down by the shack. I thought I wouldn't get it, but Rosie jumped right in and got it out of the water. It's all wet now.
It's definitely seen better days. You know what? You keep it if you want it.
Yeah,
I'll put it
it's
in our
good luck.
room.
You should keep it.
I have a surprise for you, too. Come with me. I want to show you something.
Alright. Can't wait to see it. So I guess when he brought down the axe, he didn't kill her. He just cut off the infected leg. That makes sense.
What do you think?
Oh,
It's for me?
Yep. Willie helped me put it together. Come on. Let me push you.
I thought that was a monster trap.
Remember when I thought this was a monster trap?
Yeah.
Pretty dumb, huh?
No, not really. I never let you play like a normal kid.
Food's ready, everyone! Come and get it! You're the best, Clem.
It's gonna get cold!
Well,
Come on.
don't want
let's
to
go
let
eat.
the food get cold.
We're coming!
And yeah, I guess they had to dig another grave for Tennessee. But everyone else seems to be taking it a lot better than they did with Marlon's death. Apparently, they don't seem to hold it against AJ. I mean, they're all still here. Well, I guess he can't really taste much without a tongue, huh? That must suck.
God damn!
That was impressive.
AJ.
But Clementine does not approve.
Seconds, please.
Already? You even taste that?
Idiot.
Is he telling jokes now via note? Guess that's the only way to communicate for him now.
Yeah, that's the spot. A sim says he saw 10, 15 of them, a little bit past the old safe zone. I want you to go. You're the boss. We need to know who they are. Maybe even see if they're willing to trade. Just keep your distance until you can make a call.
Who are?
A group of survivors out beyond the old safe zone. Some kind of caravan.
Are they bad people?
Only one way to find out.
How about you back me up, and we'll find that out together. Word on the street is you're a good running buddy. Best.
Aren't you still mad I killed Tin?
The thing you said on the bridge. That he was messing up all the time. It wasn't something new, you know. Ten got himself or other people into trouble all the time, long before you guys got here. He was always so lost. He lived in a world that just isn't there, you know? And that's why I tried to look after him. But when I was pulling him away from the walkers and Minnie, I could also see he just wasn't there anymore.
So, you're mad, but sad.
Can I be that for a while?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's okay. Don't sleep in. You okay?
Just getting tired. Hey, walk with me a sec.
Well, that takes some getting used to.
Katja.
Sorry.
It's okay. I stare at it too. If it was just you and me alone out there, and I was like this, I don't know if I'd make it 2 weeks. I'm gonna need these to go anywhere. And if we ever had to run, it wouldn't be pretty.
That's true.
You made it so we don't have to run, Clem. We're safe now.
Yeah, I guess we are. All this. It's worth it. All those times you would ask me if we'd find a home. All I could ever tell you was, we'll see. And your face would fall every single time.
It's better than saying yes and lying to me.
And that's what I told myself. But you want to know something I didn't tell you? I never had a plan. I never knew where we were going. I never knew anything. I just fought and fought and fought and hoped you didn't notice. Hoped we'd find something before you did. Did I do a good job?
I would say so.
Of course you did. What are you crazy?
Maybe a little.
A lot more than a little.
When we were in the barn, you didn't listen to me. And if you had, I'd be dead. I was right to trust you, back in the cave. To make the hard calls, even when I couldn't. You'll have to be strong for the both of us.
You made it so I can. So, thank you. For everything.
You're welcome for everything.
Okay, well, that was a good talk. Oh, well, this looks a lot like some kind of credit scene. Well, still not bitten team. Interesting. That is a unusual way to present credits to a game. The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, the final season. So where exactly are we going? Oh, is this our room?
Okay, in you go.
It is our room. You can now place collectibles. Okay, let's see. Do I have any? I know I have that human skull. Yeah, I can put it here.
I wonder who you used to be.
Someone who's dead a long time.
That looks like it tastes bad. I won't lick it. I won't.
Well, maybe you should try. It might have some interesting effects.
I don't know how this works. This seems like really hard drawing. I'll ask Clem later.
And we have another skull over here.
Why did Clem collect so many skulls?
I don't know, because there's no shortage of skulls in this place, apparently. Put Clementine's head by the
Looks like
window when
Lewis in
you're
a box.
done. I'm not done yet. Lewis in the box is a nice way to put it. So, yeah, I put the head over here, but let's make sure we have looked at everything first.
They're dead. Bye, flowers. I'll pick some more.
But hey, the fungus is still alive. Oh, right, we have another toy.
Hey there,
Yeah.
Alvin Jr. You
Very
ready
weird.
to rock?
I mean, that's also the motive on his t-shirt, right? If I remember correctly.
You're so cool, Disco Broccoli.
Disco broccoli.
Like, the coolest. Even if I could eat you, I wouldn't do it. You're too cool.
He really likes disco broccoli.
Clem never explained what is disco.
Have you ever seen a broccoli? I mean, a real broccoli.
Oh, I'm just getting myself hungry.
I can still keep looking at it. This is very, very weird.
Can you see through those? They look like glasses, but like bad.
It's called sunglasses.
I bet you've seen a lot of things, huh?
I bet you have.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Toy airplanes on fire off the shoulder of McCurl Ranch. I watched canned beans glitter in the dark near that one train station with a dead couple Clem tried to guilt me about. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in Omar's stew.
That is very profound.
Time to die, Marlon.
You're talking to a toy. You realize that. Okay, I think we're done talking to the toy. Okay, we have a crystal that we can put down here.
It's so cool looking.
Right.
I wonder
we
if it
found
has
in the
magic
cave.
powers.
Probably not. But I guess it's worth a try.
Nah.
Okay, we have some drawings to look at. Oh yeah, one of them is made by 10.
It's too bad he won't be able to draw another one. I hope you have extra crayons wherever you are, Tin.
And this is AJ's drawing.
You know what? I'm a great artist. You hear me, Rosie? Oh, great.
Now you're talking to a dog. Well, what is he supposed to do? He has to talk, and there's no one around. Oh, the horseshoe, right.
Clem said she'd teach me to ride someday. I gotta get bigger, fast.
It's the wrong way around, though. It has to be, you know, the other way around, so the luck doesn't fall out. This is no good, Clementine.
This is a good one. Like it's protecting us.
Okay, I'm going to assume that I have looked at everything now. Hang on a second, we still have the wind chime. Let's look at this too.
I can't reach. That's unfair.
Well, gotta wait a while longer and then you can reach it once you have grown a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think we're done here, and the only thing left is to place Clem's head, and yep, Clem is still alive. The game totally tried to trick me. I mean, I did kinda call it, you know, when she got bitten. I said, you know, you gotta cut off the leg, because that's going to prevent you from turning. It might kill you, but it's going to kill you one way or the other. But Clem never brought it up, and to be fair, at that specific moment they had other stuff to do. They had to escape, there were still walkers around, so I could kind of understand that they weren't going to discuss this at the moment. And then they were in the barn, and I figured, okay, maybe it's too late now, and that's why she doesn't actually mention it or suggest that they just use the axe to cut off the leg, because Clementine obviously knows that this is going to work. And if the option is between, getting killed by the axe or taking the chance of, bleeding to death, but maybe a small chance of surviving by cutting off the leg, why not take that chance, right? So I guess this is just an example of Clementine kind of being stupid for the sake of drama. Something that happened in this game on several occasions, because Clementine should have known that this would be an option, and she should have made that suggestion. And I figured she didn't do it because she thought it was too late already or whatever. But I mean, AJ thought about it and he did it. So that dramatic scene where he seemed to kill her would have been preventable if Clem just, mentioned the obvious fact that they could cut off the leg. But okay, I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, maybe. For now, let's just place the hat and see what we have to do after that. I'm all done. Okay, I think Rosie wants to leave.
I'm coming.
Thank you for playing. Okay. So, this is probably the end now, huh? Let's see. Okay, here we go. We have our real credits and we have our decisions. So let's have a look at them. You and 64% of players trusted AJ to make his own decisions. 36% of players told AJ he wasn't ready to make his own decisions. And apparently this means that he's going to shoot 10. And if he doesn't, I don't know what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'm going to assume that they both die probably, because it really looked like, the walkers were closing in on them and Violet wasn't going to let him go. So, it probably is a better decision. What I find interesting about this decision is the timing, because they basically put that right after his little outburst where he, said, I enjoyed killing Lily. And this is certainly, going to influence your decision in the situation, because this little outburst might make you think that, well, maybe he's not ready yet. But then I kind of thought about, in the end, it wasn't AJ who decided to kill her. It was Clementine and, by extension, me. And AJ actually, looked for Clementine to get approval. So he controlled his anger, he controlled his rage. He didn't just, take the gun and shoot. But he looked to Clementine and, waited for her to give him the okay. So I think in that situation, he has already proven that he can control himself. So it's not like the Marlon situation where he just shot without thinking, but he was able to actually control himself and not just, give in to anger. And while it is obviously a little bit disconcerting that he said that he liked it, I think that maybe we shouldn't over-analyze that. I mean, obviously when you hear something like that, the first thing you think of is like serial killers or psychopaths who kill because they like killing. And that's maybe the first impression you get when he says that. But then he goes on to explain that, he likes the fact that they are safe now. He likes that Lily is not a threat to them anymore. And, in the end, that is exactly why I decided to kill her, because I thought she was a threat. And now that she's dead, the world, and specifically this group of people, is safer. So I think Clementine would be lying if she said she wouldn't at least be relieved that Lily is dead. So yes, AJ said that he liked it, but he's also a little child, so he has different ways to express himself. I mean, he's very eloquent for his age, I believe, but I think he didn't just like the killing for the sake of killing, but he liked the fact that he eliminated a threat to him and his friends. And that's precisely why I decided to kill her. So I feel it's a little bit hypocritical to judge him for that. Because in the end, like I said, it was Clementine or me who made that decision to kill Lily. And he was just the one pulling the trigger. So I thought, yeah, let's trust him on this account, and I think that was the right decision in the end. Now, it is still a very hard call in that situation whether to shoot 10 or not. But from AJ's perspective, it most certainly looked like that if he doesn't act, then the walkers are going to kill probably both of them. So if you have the option of like killing one and maybe saving the other, or leaving them both to the walkers, in that case I guess it would be a better choice to kill one of them, even though it's, you know, really terrible, especially since, you know, Ten is a little kid, and he was just, you know, trying to be with his sister, so it's kind of hard to blame him for that as well. But yeah, interesting decision, and like I said, interesting timing of that decision, because they put it right after that rather dramatic scene in the cave. But let's see, what else do we got here? You and 64% of players let Violet rename the school herself. 10% of players renamed the school Happy Sunshine Land. 12 Rotting Shithole. And 14% of players renamed the school Castle Violet, despite her protests. So she doesn't protest the Rotting Shithole or Happy Sunshine Land, apparently. Now, I didn't pick any of these options because they all seemed like Clementine was making fun of Violet. So I picked this option, and apparently most people seemed to think the same. You and 77% of players asked AJ to kill you rather than let you become a walker. Okay, that is actually a large majority, more than I would have expected. But since I already said this earlier in the game, I figured, you know, I should be consistent. And I don't know, maybe it makes sense that Clementine is kinda, I don't know, traumatized by the fact that she did not kill Lee, but let him turn into a walker. And since throughout the game I always gave her a dialogue like, you know, the walkers, they are not people anymore, and it's better to put them down. So I don't know, maybe it makes sense for her to go a different direction than what Lee asked of her at the end of the first season. You and 60% of players shot 10 after he became a walker. Okay, well, I don't know, why would you let him just run around like that? He would only be a danger to people, and he is not 10 anymore, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and this is just a summary again. So, what do we have here? You and 85% of players left Lewis feeling shaken. Lewis was revitalized when you said you consider him a friend. He was traumatized after his capture. Ten's death has left him feeling devastated. Okay, I can understand that. You and 52% of players left James feeling conflicted. Yeah, whatever happened to him, by the way? I mean, last time we saw him, he was taking on a huge amount of walkers. I'm going to assume he survived, because usually if they die in the game, it's specifically mentioned in the decisions, or they're like missing in action. But maybe he just was able to defeat the walkers and is still alive. James was thankful that you respected his beliefs and spared the walkers. Which, to be fair, I only did because I needed his favor. James was disenchanted that you didn't see there being more two walkers. James was relieved when you said you wouldn't let AJ become a killer. Of course, he did kill Lily in the end, but for good reasons, I think. Lily is dead. Lily thought she might have been able to sway you to her cause. Not sure why she would think that. She realized AJ's potential as a soldier almost immediately. Yeah, and I think that's the reason why she pleaded for his life almost immediately once AJ had the gun. Because before that, when Ten had the gun, she was just like trying to provoke him and was like, you're not going to shoot. And she seemed very sure of that, and rightly so. But the moment that AJ had the gun, I think she noticed he is actually going to shoot. He wouldn't have a problem with shooting. And that was the very moment when she switched and suddenly pleaded for her life and promised to leave us alone. And that's precisely why I didn't believe her, because she only made that switch the very second when she realized that her life was in danger. So I don't think it was like an honest surrender, but it was just an attempt to save her life because she realized this boy is actually going to shoot me if he wants to. Ten is dead. Ten was happy you let him draw you in his picture of the afterlife. He was bitter when you called Marlon a coward. Ten felt hopeful after sharing his belief that the Walker Age would end someday. It might, but I'm afraid you won't be there to see it. I'm very sorry, Ten. You and 4% of players left Violet feeling vulnerable. 4%? Only 4%? How did that happen? That is such a small amount of people. Violet was disappointed that you chose to spend time with Lewis instead of her. She felt vengeful after she watched the Raiders take Lewis. Violet felt understood after you expressed sympathy about her reason for coming to Erickson. She was grief-stricken about 10. Okay, well, I guess that all makes sense. And I have collected 3 or 4 items. Oh, I could have collected James' Walker mask, apparently. Huh, interesting. I didn't notice that. What Clem taught me. The first thing you do when you enter a new place is to check all the windows. Always aim for the head. When you have to apologize, be as honest as you can, even if it's really hard. Try not to burp or fart at dinner, but sometimes you can if you think it's funny. Did I actually teach him that? It's not nice to take other people's stuff. That is a good rule. If people try to steal from you, it's okay to try and kill them. Yeah, I guess that was about Abel trying to take the food. But the thing is, he also had a gun, so it was more like robbery than just theft. Sleeping in a bed is way better than sleeping on the ground. I was wrong to kill Marlon because he wasn't a threat when I shot him, but Lily wasn't a threat when I shot her, and that was okay. It gets confusing. This is something that I would like to talk about later, maybe in my final verdict video. If you have to atone something, it's hard, but people will forgive you. Whenever you're scared, just remember to breathe. Okay. Oh, there's even more rules. The monsters won't be here forever. Sometimes you have to show mercy to the bad people. Doctors can help with your trauma, but I think they're all dead. There's no such thing as a monster self. If your grandma is dying, stop watching cartoons. When did I teach him that? I don't know, I guess this is about Violet's mother, or grandmother, I think. So that is probably what it is all about. Growing up too fast can make you seem scary, but people still have to trust you to make the hard calls, and the hard calls are always unfair. Indeed. Your choices. Okay, is this just a summary of what happened in all the previous games? Episode 1, Episode 2. Yeah, I guess this is just a visualization of what I did I see. And I guess the red ones are the ones that I actually chose, and the brown ones are the other options. Yeah, apparently it is possible to start a romance with either Louis and or Violet, but I didn't go for any of that because I met with Louis instead of Violet, but then I turned him down. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, I see. Yeah, even more choices. And this is on the bridge. Yeah, this is where he shot 10. And this is where the walkers get Louis or Violet. You know, I may actually want to look up what happens when I pick alternate choices, because I think it might be interesting to discuss this in the final verdict video. But yeah, the episode is actually quite a substantial episode. I didn't expect that there was so much stuff happening in this final episode. So let's end the episode here. Like I said, there is going to be a final verdict video where I talk about the game a little bit. Maybe I will look at some of the choices again, specifically like these rules that Clementine taught to AJ. And like I said, I might look at some, alternate outcomes of decisions and see if I think that this is like a better choice than one I made or whatever. So I think there's a lot to talk about, and I'm going to do that in a special video, which will upload in 2 days. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So, as usual, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.